Okay, we have gotten our food from Biscuit and our drinks. Brian got a dirty pumpkin, which is like a pumpkin dirty chai, and I got a mocha made with oat milk. It's pretty good. Oh no, my lipstick's smeared. Okay, we stopped to eat and to put my hood up because it's starting to rain a little bit again. I had for breakfast just a plain biscuit. I think it was called like the basic biscuit with the vegetarian gravy. It was really good. Brian had, what did you have? It was like a sandwich kind of?
No, it was biscuits and gravy with cheese and bacon.
Oh, nice. That sounds good. And so now we're just at the riverfront and we're just kind of looking around and enjoying the view, and we're about to go into Pike's Place Market, but that is what we're working with today, guys. Beautiful. Just finished up at the aquarium. It was great. I mean, it was a really good, they had a lot of good exhibits, and we got to see lots of otters and seals and puffins. So cute in real life. However, we didn't think about it being a Saturday. So it's already busy, and there's a bunch of kids and a bunch of people, and the flow is kind of weird. Like there's no direct, like clear set path. So it was just kind of a lot of people running into each other. But we had a really good time.
So how do we go from tiny little pioneer village to Amazonia? Well, I'll tell you, it happened overnight. Picture it, July 14, 1897. Aboard the SS Excelsior were gold miners who got wealthier by mining nuggets by the buckets in the Klondike. They came down south to San Francisco. They were all like, it's in the water, it's in the streams, it's in the rivers. There's so much gold, much to behold, it'll make you shiver. We got a ton, but we ain't done, cause there's another one. The SS Portland's on our heels, they got another ton. Bound for Seattle, tell don't tattle, all the tales we told you. Up in the Cobra, hearts are bold and Lady Luck come for you. Her name is Golden, if you want her, then you gotta go. Okay. July 17th, 1897. It works. Okay.
Macaroni.
Mini corn dogs.
Okay, this is a test to see if you can hear us over the heater. We will not give up our heater. I love a heater.
Day 1, Seattle. Check. Completed. We are cold. We are wet. We are trying to dry off. The sound you hear is we're using the space heater as a tripod. So this is a high production value here at the Daily Deals. Do you want to talk about our day? What we did today?
So we started by walking to the bus station, and then got on the bus, rode the bus, and got off the bus. Went to...
Biscuit bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Sorry if you're...
Yeah.
if that offends you, but that's what the place is called. Yeah, we went to the biscuit place. It was such a cool atmosphere. It was just like really loud and really busy, and it was really neat. So I had a mocha made with oat milk. That's hard to say. It was super delicious. And then I had the biscuits and gravy, but I had the vegetarian gravy. It was like a mushroom gravy. It was really good. The mushrooms were really small, and I'm not a big mushroom person, but it was really yummy.
I had what was called the dirty pumpkin cheesecake, chai, and 2 shots of espresso, which is pretty good. A little too spicy for my taste, but it was still really good. I would drink it again.
Yeah.
And then I just had biscuits and gravy with cheese and bacon on top. So
And then we went to the waterfront and looked around for a little while, walked around Pike's Place Market. We went to the aquarium, which was awesome. When you walk in, of course, they have like the big wall of all the fish, you know, that you can sit and watch. They had a section where you could touch like sea anemone and little sea urchins that are kind of spiky. It was really cool because so the sea anemone were trying to sting you, but our skin on our fingers is too thick, so that's something I learned. And then the urchins, if you stick your finger in there, all their little spikies like close over your finger because they think you're seaweed, but you're not, and they won't hurt you, and it does it really slow. Cute little seals, harbor seals, river otters were playing all over. They were cute, big guys.
sea otters.
River otters. It was great. Puffins are so cute. I'd never seen a puffin in real life. They're like so ugly that they're cute. After that, we walked over to where the big wheel is, but there's no way that I was getting on that. That scares the crap out of me. Oh, and we looked at, it's called Wings Over Washington, which also I think is probably pretty cool, but it's like soaring at Disney where your feet are dangling, and that scares me to death, so we didn't do that either. You're missing all the fun stuff because of me, huh?
Yeah.
So then we started, this is a funny story, then we started to walk back to Pike's Place Market, and a bird pooped on my head. It's funny now. It was not funny at the time. I was really mad. So we're walking under this bridge, and I was thinking, like, wow, the raindrop, like a big rain. I told Brian, a big raindrop just hit me in the head. So I just take my hand and put it on my head, and I'm like, oh, that's not a raindrop. It was awful. Luckily, I had some napkins in my pocket, and we kind of got it out a little bit. And I went to the nearest bathroom. Well, Seattle isn't very earth-friendly, green-friendly. They are big on conservation. So none of the bathrooms have napkins or paper towels or anything. So I was just just trying to get it out. It was funny, I guess. Kind of annoying. What else did we do?
After that, we went to the underground tour, which was really cool.
Yeah.
You kind of get to walk underneath the streets of Seattle and learn some of its history, and how it was set up for failure, and then a fire did it a great favor, and now it's become the city it is. But yeah, it was really cool to see, and we had a really awesome tour guide.
Yeah, the underground tour was really great. Would definitely recommend it if you don't have kids, or if you come to Seattle, if you have kids and you come to Seattle without your kids. I think if we were going to do it again, we would do the 21 and up tour, because it's just more colorful adult humor, and there were a few kids on our tour, which is great. We love kids.
I think it was a lot of history, and there wasn't really much to look at, so they kind of lost interest real quick, and
Yeah.
so they just wanted to kind of do their own thing. And
Maybe older kids would enjoy it,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you had a kid I would say under 8 or 9, probably not for them. But we really enjoyed it. It was so interesting, so funny.
yeah,
They really, if you love puns and poo jokes, this is the tour for you. You should check it out. We also went to the Crumpet Shop and a map store. So after we finished the underground tour, we went to Lunchbox Laboratory. So cool. This restaurant is like if a kid version of you paired with an adult version of you to make a restaurant. So they have crazy milkshakes. They have really cool burgers with like interesting combinations and interesting recipes. They have cocktails, like they have a Tang cocktail. They have a Kool-Aid cocktail. They have basically a grown-up version of a root beer float. They have these really cool shakes. You know, you can make them adult beverages.
And the beverages come in like a little beaker, and if you get like a milkshake infused with some kind of liquor or something, it comes in a little test tube.
Yeah.
Puts a shot in there.
It's a really cool place. It would be a great place for anyone, I think. For families, for anyone. It's really cool. Yeah. It's really like a throwback to your childhood taste buds. It has rained all day. We're not complaining because that's kind of what you sign up for when you come to Seattle. So we're not complaining. But oh my gosh, it has rained all day. I feel like I look like a wet cat. I mean, my hair is wet. My shirt is wet. My scarf is wet. My shoes, my socks. That's why we're sitting in front of the heater, because we're trying to warm up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely not as cold as Alaska, but Alaska's not as wet and rainy. Anything else?
No, I think you pretty much covered it.
So that was day 1 in Seattle. We've enjoyed it so far. Stay tuned to see what we do tomorrow. Today we are starting out at the Starbucks Reserve Roastery tasting room. This is kind of where they test out new recipes and new things for all the other Starbucks locations. It's a little touristy, but still pretty cool. So we're excited to check it out. So we are at the very top of the observation tower at Prospect Park. So you come up all these stairs in the middle of this park, and you can see all around the whole city of Seattle, and it is beautiful, completely beautiful.
guys, we're at a cat cafe. Look at that cutie. So we're waiting for it to be our session. But basically, you go in and cats are all around and they come snuggle you, hopefully. So excited. It's amazing. I'm just got my fishing pole, fishing for a cat.
Four out of the five of them have actually lived here since we opened, so over 2 years ago. Those cats are very social.
I think you could build these for Einstein.
Oh yeah.
I just need one good one to stay. Oh baby, I'm bleeding, bleeding, can't you give me what I'm needing, needing? Every heartbreak makes it hard to keep the faith.
So we bought the Seattle City Pass, which means that we get to do all of these things, these touristy things around Seattle for discounted prices because you buy it all at once. And I was gonna try to like be really brave and do the Space Needle, and we walked to the Space Needle, and this is what gets you to the top. Can you see that tiny elevator? Yeah. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no for me. I'm not riding that thing. And you can see out of it. Nope. Not happening. This is our killer view for dinner. Look at that. That's my dinner view. Oh,
Like whiskey when you kiss me, oh, I'd give anything again to be your baby doll. This time I'm not leaving without you. So sit back down where you belong, in the corner of my bar with your high heels on. Sit back down on the couch where we made love the first time, and you said to me, there's something about this place. Something about lonely nights and my lipstick on your face. Something about just knowing when it's right. Yeah, something about, baby, you and I.